Hopefully I can make this story short because sometimes I tend to talk too long. There was a time in my life that I literally became spiritually hungry. And at first I thought it was me. I thought something was wrong with me, and I kept seeking God, asked him, God, can you show me, is there something wrong with me here? Because I know it wasn't my church family, because I love them so dearly, and they have helped me so much, and they helped me to grow spiritually. But I had, actually found out that I had outgrown the ministry. And so it was funny to me because when I asked God, was there anything wrong with me? He didn't say not one word. So I was like, okay, maybe there's not nothing wrong with me here. I was like, God, what do you want me to do? And interesting enough, I remember I was sitting in church and I just heard his voice say, go visit. And I wanted to be sure if that was him, so I prayed about it and I asked him, like, Lord, do you want me to go visit? And so that same day, somebody, a Christian woman, I was at the store, and she interrupted my conversation, and she just invited us to her church. So I was like, okay, that was the answer right there. Even though in my spirit I knew it wasn't her church to go visit because I had no peace about it, I just went and ventured out on faith. And interesting enough, on my second to my last day of my pizza delivery job, God had put the church van in one of the apartment complexes that was there. And because I had asked God, I was like, Lord, I want a church home that's going to teach the full gospel, that's going to, lead me to where you are having me to go. And so when I saw the bus, I was like, hey, full gospel, let me check this out. So I wrote down all the information, and I went to the website, checked it out. Oh, man, this is awesome. They believe in what I believe in. Let me go check it out. And when I did that, funny enough, the day that I was going to join, I saw Cortez. And I didn't realize that before I had my car, he was my bus driver when I would go to work. And he actually gave me a church card a while back. And I was like, I didn't know this was a church you invited me to. So the whole time God was, directing me here. And well, what God delivered me from, I gotta keep that on. I gotta keep that to myself. But all I can say is that God is teaching me how to hear His voice, and it is so awesome when you are pursuing Him, how the enemy start attacking. Because when I start visiting, it was like all of a sudden the enemy start coming at me from different angles, and I was like, yeah, I know I'm on the right track, because he's trying to get me here, trying to press my buttons and all this other kind of stuff. And of course, when I was, telling my loved ones about it, they didn't agree with me. And so I was like, I cannot be a people pleaser. I got to do what God wants me to do. And it was just so amazing to me how all this came about. And it was interesting enough, before I told my pastor what I was going to do, because I literally had cried because I love my church family so much that I didn't want to go. I mean, I did not want to leave. But I had to obey God. And I remember I was sitting at because I'm a computer drafter at a land surveying company, and I was sitting at my cubicle at my computer, and I heard God. He personally told me, I'll never leave you nor forsake you. And that just brought tears to my eyes. I just told God, thank you, because wherever I go, He's going to be with me. And he's still with me till this day. And, it's just amazing that I've been pursuing peace, and the enemy's really been trying to attack my peace. I'm like, I'm not going to let you steal my peace, because in the peace of God, that's when you are empowered. And when you quiet yourself, that's when you're enabling yourself to hear Him. And the enemy, he wants to destroy the peace so you can't hear God, so you can't follow your path. But, I was like, no, I'm not going to be defeated. I'm gonna go out with a fight. And being that God is on my side, I'm gonna win anyway. So it's not a big deal if He come at me. He's just like a tiger. He's just like a lion with no teeth. And I like to say, we give him the teeth, we give him the dentures if we want him to bite us, but we don't have to give that stuff to him. So he's not as intimidating as we think. And I just thank God for His opportunity, because ever since I've came to visit, every single day I've been ministered to. about something. So I was like, this is awesome. Now I'm growing again, so I'm really excited. So I pray my strength, Lord.